Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves, the people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wilson. He'll give this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. This defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Now Murray off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. from the gun. Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Landry. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the Rams had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Falcons are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams when a mistake happens.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, we'll book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. To throw is Murray. That's caught on the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here comes Grant on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
play action, it's Murray. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Running right through him. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action. Now it's Murray. On the move to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of...
And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They start the drive with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Landry now on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback.
Touchdown, LA! That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's good. It makes it 22-7 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Murray going to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown Falcons. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Cook running right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ekeler is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chris Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At their own 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards there for number 15. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Murray tucks and runs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian Kirk from 10 yards out.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score, Falcons 39, Rams 14.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And now here is another interception. Troy Hill picks it, and the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Cook again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And they'll indeed take a knee.